Miles College football on WOTM Sports finds us in Tuskegee, Alabama at Cleve Abbott Stadium for the West Division title ball game between the Golden Bears of Miles College and the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee University. Charles Ward alongside A.A. Moore with the play call. And A.A., this game, if it had a theme, it would be how the West was won.
Right, and it seems to be this way every year since SIAC went to divisional play in 2011. This game has determined the winner of the West and the team that went to the SIAC championship every year but 2016. This is really some team of the decade type stuff going on because these have been the two best teams in the conference over that span, and bragging rights to get us out of this decade would certainly be big for the Golden Bears.
Golden Bears trying to go as back-to-back SIAC champions. They'll have to do it against the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. 5-4 in the regular season for them. Golden Bears at 7-2. But the added note here is it's homecoming for the Golden Tigers.
Right, it's a lot of energy in this place. A couple of years ago when Miles came in, the West was on the line. 2 plays into the ball game, it was an interception that was nearly returned for a touchdown that set up a 50-point slacking by Tuskegee over Miles. They don't want that to happen again. Miles, though, had won the 3 previous trips here to Tuskegee on the final game of the season. So, you know, it's not like Miles does not have the know-how of how to come into Cleve Abbott and win.
They'll have to do it this afternoon. They will be on offense first. Golden Bears will, as Husky Arnaz gets set to kick it away for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. What's online this afternoon? Trip to the SIAC title ball game on November 16th. Golden Bears and the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee on a great afternoon here from Tuskegee, Alabama. And we are just about set to begin football action. It'll be by Arnaz is going to come down. Looks like it's going to come down to Leonard Tyree from the 6. He'll squeeze and work the right side. Leonard avoids the first wave of that defense, but a whistle coming in at the back of that play. Tyree near the 15 on the return, but looks like we may have had some kind of, don't see a flag down on the field at this point. So they're going to they'll put it down at the, it looks like they're starting it from the 25 is where they're going to start it. Couldn't quite pick up what the, I guess it was a fair catch called by Tyree. Tyree was trying to block the sun from his eyes, but they got him for the fair catch call instead. So it'll be Daniel Smith calling the signals for the Golden Bears. First possession of the ball game for Miles. Smith, he'll take the snap. Big handoff, looking up the middle of the field. Got Tyree downfield. Tyree behind the defense. Pass slightly underthrown. That allowed the defensive coverage to get back there. That was Ken Hike Jr., the senior from Decatur, Georgia, on the coverage for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. So the Golden Bears trying to go up top early in this football game. Tyree with some separation, but Smith not able to heave it deep enough downfield to get it to him.
Yeah, they were trying to go big play early, and unfortunately for Miles, they were unable to do that, but certainly a big start for the Golden Bears.
Second down here for Miles College from the 25. First possession of the ball game. Venerable Cleve Abbott Stadium on the Tuskegee campus. Smith setting in now. He'll get the snap. Hand off, right side. This is Ruiz handling it. He's wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Good defensive work by Tuskegee up front. Leading that surge for them was Darren Peterson, the junior from Atlanta, Georgia. Peterson with 15 tackles coming into today's ball game for Tuskegee. That'll make it 3rd down and 10 now for, make it 9 for the Golden Bears. Pick up a 1 on the play by the previous play by Ruiz.
Tuskegee is going to try to dominate the Miles line. That's how they've gotten it done in the past. Miles is going to have to do what they did last week against Kentucky State, which is getting a lot of good push and open some holes for the running backs.
Smith, 9 of 18 last weekend for 122 yards. 3rd down situation here. It's an obvious pass coming here. Slot is at the top of the screen. Ball fake by Smith. Pitch out, the catch made there by McNeely. McNeely wrapped up near the 29-yard line and short of that first down marker. So that will bring up 4th down here for the Golden Bears. And that will bring Jay Fitch onto the field to punt the football away for Miles College. So Miles trying to start early here by going up top to Tyree. Didn't convert on that play. And they're going to have to give it up here after possessions or 3 snaps of the football as Fitch comes on to punt it. Fitch, 6th in the conference in punting average, 36 yards per punt by Fitch. Snap is clear. Fitch with the kick. Nice kick by Fitch. Certainly fair catch near the 21-yard line. That's Ladero Petway for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. So Tuskegee will come onto the football field for their first possession from their own 22-yard line. 13:21 left in this first quarter of play here from Tuskegee University. No score between the Golden Bears of Miles College and the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. For the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee, they are 8th in the conference in total offense, averaging 285 yards per ball game. They're led by the senior quarterback Ahmad Doremus. Doremus on the season, 6th in the conference in passing, 71 of 144 coming into today's ball game. They will start from their own 22. Taron Taylor, the sophomore running backs, getting most of the carries for the Golden Tigers during the season, averaging right at 6 yards per carry for Tuskegee. So shotgun now for Doremus. Ball fake. He too will go up top on the first play from scrimmage. Got a man downfield. Pass going to be incomplete though. Coverage downfield. Nicely done there by Jarius Grayson, the junior from Huntsville for the Golden Bears. Grayson beat just a bit on that pass, but able to cover the ground and come away with the knockdown to make it 2nd down here for Tuskegee. So Doremus, a left-hander, and Daniel Smith, a left-hander for the Golden Bears. So a couple of lefties going at it here in this Western Division title ball game. Peyton Ramsey will go bottom of the screen for the Golden Tigers. Slot is at the top. 13-14 left first quarter. Doremus on the handoff. Gives it to Taylor. And this is Taylor works it right side to midfield on a big ground gainer there for the Golden Tigers. Runs it to midfield for Tuskegee. That play started out on the left, but Taylor, the sophomore, turned it back to the right side, found the space, and gets it just inside of Miles' territory at the 49-yard line.
Well, I tell you, that's been what Tuskegee does against Miles. They gash the middle. They put Jamari Smith in at defensive tackle, hoping to stop some of that. But thus far, it has not worked out. As you see, the first big run of the ball game, big play, goes to Tuskegee.
To the 49 of the Golden Bears. They go to Taylor again. He breaks the first wave of the defense. Austin Stevens makes the leg tackle on Taylor near the 42 is where they'll put him down. Pickup of 7 on that carry by Taylor, straight ahead. Taylor last weekend just 8 carries for 46 yards in the Golden Tiger win over Edward Waters College. They had to struggle in that ball game, won that one 27-26. So to the 42 now, it's 2nd down and 3 for the Golden Tigers. We're down to 12:05 left first quarter. First possession of the football game for Tuskegee. Doremus spins, gets it to the fullback right side, is knocked down at the 35-yard line. Carry that time for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee is Kavian Goodlow. Goodlow, the junior from Lithia Springs, Georgia. And Goodlow, 5'9", 219 listed on the program. Looks to be a little bit bigger than that in terms of size out on the football field.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's missed many meals. That jersey is even a little short on his torso.
1st and 10 from the 35 after the carry by Goodlow. Doremus gives it this time left side. This time with the carry, it's going to be Kenny Gant. Gant got it inside the 20 down to the 19. Gant slated to be the ball carrier for the Golden Tigers this year to get most of the snaps. Instead, most have gone to Taylor, but Gant with a good run there. 36 carries for 119 yards for Gant coming into today's ball game. He runs it to the 19, a fresh set of downs for the Golden Tigers. And we're down to 11 minutes left, first quarter of play. Doremus lines up shotgun. Ramsey, top of the screen. Tight slot at the bottom, and whistles before the snap. And got a flag here, got a procedure call here against the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. So Tuskegee, with that penalty, came into the ball game 3rd in the conference in this final week of play in penalties. 69 for 701 yards. And they get their first one here. That'll push them back to the 24. 10:48 left, first quarter of play. Sustained drive by the Golden Tigers on their first possession. A couple of big runs up the middle by Taylor. Puts them right down at the 24 after the assessment.
10:42, first quarter action.
Ramus, shotgun.
Here's the play.
Inside. They keep it this time. Gant's going to go left side with the football, and Kenny Gant works his way down near the 14, and a flag coming in at the back of that play. A little misdirection on the inside there by Doremus on the handoff. Gant had it left side. Got it down near the 14-yard line, or the 16-yard line. Let's check the huddle by the officials there. An illegal block in the back, called against Tuskegee. That's their second consecutive penalty on this drive, to the benefit of the Golden Bears. 63rd meeting between these teams. Last year's ball game, Golden Bears won it. Pass from Daniel Smith and Leonard Tyree with about a minute remaining in the ball game. They win it 31-27 and earned their way to the SIAC title ball game, which they won, defeating the Golden Rams of Albany State. So first now and 20 now. 10 minutes left in this first quarter of play. Make it first and 16 after the assessment. Doremus, ball fake. Here comes the pressure by the Golden Bears. Dumps it out in the flats. Goodlow with the catch near the 24. That may get him right back to the initial line of scrimmage, not much more. Doremus under duress that time by that Tuskegee defense with a heavy surge up front. Pick up a 3 on the catch by Goodlow in the flats. That'll make it second down and 13.
Good job there by Miles, staying disciplined and not letting the running back run as free as he thought he was going to be when the pressure came to the backfield.
Snap to Doremus, pressure at the corners. He fires across the middle, threw it high and incomplete. Had Ramsey on a crossing route near the 15, but Ramsey had to elevate for that ball, not able to pull it down. So that will make it third down now for the Golden Tigers. Golden Bears trying to see if they can't deny them a score here.
Certainly don't want to let them in the end zone. The fact that they got inside the 20, if you can somehow, some way get this third down stop and force a field goal try, I think you would consider it a successful defensive stop. Golden Bears, one of the tops in defensive stops inside of the red zone.
9:15 remains in this first quarter of play. Doremus joined by Goodlow in the backfield. Ball fake there to try to get it out there in the flats to Taylor. Taylor with the catch at the sideline. Wrapped up, tackle down near the 16-yard line. Good coverage on that play. Coming in to cover that play was Mitchell Smiley from the other side of the field to make the stop. So that'll bring up fourth down here for the Golden Tigers. And I'll bring on Arnaz now to try the field goal. Arnaz is 8 of 11 in field goal attempts this year for Tuskegee. Has a long of 50 yards for them, so well within his range for Tuskegee. Let's see what kind of surge the Golden Bears can get up front as Arnaz tries what's going to be a 33-yard field goal for Tuskegee. There's a placement. They got it down. Good leg by Arnaz. Is he on target? And he is good for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. So they score first here in this Western Division title ball game. 8:17 remains first quarter. 3-0 lead for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Golden Bears on offense after this break on WOTM Sports.
Don't you just love rain? It's nature's way of watering the earth. Thunderstorms are a different story. Poppy really freaks out if the lights go off. That's why we love Alabama Power. As soon as it's safe, they work day and night to get the lights back on. Fast. Kind of like real-life superheroes. I know they do it for everybody, but sometimes I think they do it just for Poppy. Say thanks, Poppy.
You heard that right.
Back live at Cleve Abbott Memorial Stadium on the campus of Tuskegee University. Golden Tigers of Tuskegee strike first in this Western Division title ball game. 33-yard field goal by Hussack Arnez gives him the three-point edge, and the Golden Bears getting set to go back on offense. Darius Brown stands deep. Leonard Tyree stands back as well. It's going to come down to Tyree again. Last time he put his hands up to the glare of the sun. He won't do it this time. He'll have a run back. Tyree looking for a hole, works it toward the sideline, eludes one tackler, and they gang tackle him there near the 20. So Tyree trying to make something happen short side of the field. So the offense for the Golden Bears back out on the field. Golden Bears, #1 team in the SIAC in offense, averaging 384 yards per ball game, 6 yards per play. Second in the conference in scoring, averaging right at 32 points per ball game. So Smith now back on at quarterback. 3 and out on their initial possession in this contest. We're at 8:05 left, first quarter of play, 3-0 lead for Tuskegee. Snap to Smith. He'll keep it right side. Now raises, fires at the sideline. Catch going to be made there by Cohen Hudson. So Smith with the ball fake and fake run pulls back up with the pass, and Hudson there on the receiving end of that, and got it up near the 28-yard line is where they'll put him down. So second down and about 4 now for the Golden Bears.
Good save there by Daniel Smith. That ball, he was actually under pressure, and he was able to get it off. Good catch there by Cohen Hudson.
On the ground, Ruiz bangs ahead left side, close to that first down marker for the Golden Bears. See where they'll put him down. They're going to move the change. That run by Ruiz, good enough for the complete feet. First down for the Golden Bears. That's their first down of the contest. So up to the 34 on the carry by Ruiz. Justin last weekend, 14 carries for 70 yards, along with 16 in the Golden Bear win over Kentucky State, 17-0 in the final home season game for the Golden Bears last weekend.
Already got the band warnings out. You know those were coming today.
Yeah. It's homecoming here at Tuskegee. So Smith joined by Ruiz. Ruiz with the handoff right side. It's got some space there. Justin at midfield now. Works it down the sideline. Keeps his balance and finally downed near the 36-yard line. Biggest play from scrimmage for the Golden Bears in this contest, and it comes from Justin Ruiz on the right side.
Big hole opened up there as you saw the big outside of Jalen King and Nathaniel Williams opening the hole for Ruiz.
6:55 clock running here at Cleve Abbott Stadium. 3-0 lead for Tuskegee. Golden Bears on offense. Smith on the ground, gives it to Ruiz, wraps up that football and works his way inside the 30, down near the 28 and close to that first down marker again.
Miles doing a good job of staying true to who they are, just running the football. They didn't get pressed because they fell behind the Tuskegee here early going. If you stay steady in what you're doing, then you should be able to have a good day here this afternoon.
The Bears fourth in the conference in running, averaging 198 yards per ball game on the ground. Smith ball fake, pumps, fires up with that. That's Cohen and Hudson again with the catch. Hudson wrapped up near the 23-yard line, and that's good enough for another complete first down for the Golden Bears. Just outside of the red zone, 2 big catches by Cohen Hudson and some nice work on the ground by Justin Ruiz. Puts the Golden Bears down at the 22 of Tuskegee. So we're down to 6:02 left first quarter. Smith in shotgun. Slots either side. Ruiz joins him in the backfield. Offensive line has made a real good, strong push on this possession for the Golden Bears.
Good mix of run and pass as well, keeping Tuskegee a little off balance defensively. Executing, though, is what's getting the job done.
Smith, ball fake, another crossing route. This is going to be incomplete, trying to get it to Hudson, and a flag coming in at the back of that play. Another little crossing route there by Cohen Hudson. We'll check the flag out. Offsides against the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. So the first 3 assessments of the ball game going against Tuskegee. And that'll put the Golden Bears inside of the red zone, down near the 16-yard line.
It's going to give them a first down as well. That's a good part for the Golden Bears.
Golden Bear offense in that red zone, 5th in the conference, 33 of 42 or 79%. Usually very effective once they get inside the red zone. 20 touchdowns on the ground inside the red zone. Smith, ball fake again. Looks, goes to the end zone. Got Tyree there, but it's out of the way. Defensive work by Ken Hike Jr. there defensively. And Junior Ken Hike, you get the sense that he really is aware of Tyree's prowess. And he's a little bit hyped after making that deflection.
Yeah, Tyree hasn't gotten a chance to get free from Hike. Hike has made a couple of great plays for Tuskegee. That time, Tyree was able to get a step on him, but Hike was right there and broke it up. Good play there on the outside.
Second down. And 5 from the 17-yard line. Edwards joins Smith in the backfield now. On the ground. Ball fake. Smith going to fake it. That's got some room now. Daniel trying to turn the corner. He's got enough for a first down. Runs out of bounds near the 5-yard line. Headsy play by Daniel Smith there, recognizing the open left side, and runs it for that complete feet first down near the 5.
That's been the problem through the season for Daniel Smith, not necessarily making the right decisions, but that time he did, was able to see that he had some room to the outside, and he made it work. First and goal for the Golden Bears.
4:48 remains first quarter. Edwards, lone back behind Daniel Smith.
This is what they have big number 26 for, to pound it inside here when you get close.
Tyree and Cohen Hudson in a slot at the bottom of the screen. They go to Edwards. Edwards with a big hole there. Touchdown, Golden Bears. They fed it to Edwards, and Edwards answers with the run right side. Running there behind Roger Womack. Jalen King on that right side. Easy done for the Golden Bears with the 6 there.
Boy, that hole was so wide open that he didn't even get touched as he went through.
Yeah, that was wide enough for Mack Truck to get through there. Nobody touched him. So Brady Hamill on now to try the point after for the Golden Bears. Miles with an excellent answer for that field goal by the Golden Tigers on their possession. 4:29 left first quarter. Hamill with the kick, and Brady knocks it through for the Golden Bears. Miles with his first lead of the ball game, 7-3 over the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Take a break here. Back with more Miles football on WOTM after this timeout.
From a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously clear, I rise, bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise.
We're live on the campus of Tuskegee University. Cleve Abbott Memorial Stadium. It's homecoming for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. And right now the Golden Bears vying for the West Division title with an early 7-3 lead after the touchdown run right side by Dante Edwards.
They can't let this homecoming crowd get into their heads, and I think that's answer on that drive shows that Miles is coming here not to be bullied, not to be pushed around or intimidated.
Hamill set to kick it after the touchdown. He'll pitch it away from the return men. Fair catch going to be called for. Over-the-shoulder catch made for the fair catch by Ronald Cooper. And that's where the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee will take over the football down near the 27-yard line. So very established possession there by the Golden Bears of Miles College, particularly up front. They started to command that line of scrimmage, and that's what enabled them to take that football into the field for that touchdown. Nice cool day here in Tuskegee, Alabama. Not a cloud to be seen. So that should not be a factor for the players as the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee back on offense now. The senior Doremus in the shotgun. Ball fake by Doremus. Now he headed inside, and they wrap up Taylor on the inside. Good work inside defensively by the Golden Bears. And Darius Roberts leading a surge of Golden Bears on this stop Taylor.
Good interior push right there. They've been playing very well on the inside over the last couple of weeks.
Good point. That's absolutely right. They've been very solid on the inside. So that'll bring up second down. No gain on that play there by the Golden Tigers. We're down to 3:59 left in this first quarter of play. 7-3 lead for the Golden Bears. Snap to Doremus. He'll look to his right. Fires it out in the flats. Catch going to be made there at the corner. Shade out there. Correction on that coverage. It was Grayson on the coverage for the Golden Bears. Pickup of about 4 on that reception for the Golden Tigers. So third down play coming here for Tuskegee with 3:30 left first quarter. Tuskegee on the season third downs, 30 of 170, or 35% conversions on third down for their offense. Doremus now. He'll line up shotgun. Ball fake to Doremus. Here comes the pressure by the Golden Bears. He'll try to drop back. Got some space now. Raises, fires. Got a man there. Catch lead at the 45. Flag coming in at the back of the play. Out of bounds is Stephen Hodges, the junior from Montgomery, Alabama, for the Golden Tigers on the catch. We'll check the flag coming in at the back of that play, though.
It looked like there was a hold as Doremus tried to get free there in the backfield, but I don't think that's going to be the call at all.
If you look at the body language of Jarius Grayson, looks like he's saying it's going to be against the Golden Bears, but let's take a look at it. Comes at that spot in the field where it was likely a hold. You're right. They're going to wave off the flag, and that'll be a first down for the Golden Tigers on the catch by Hodges near midfield. So 3:01 remains now in this first quarter of play. This Western Division title contest. Winner of this ball game meets either Albany State or Fort Valley, who are playing in Columbus, Georgia today to determine the East Division titles. So at the 49 now, Doremus and the Golden Tigers just on the Miles side of the field. He'll keep it himself now, works it back and tripped up behind the line of scrimmage.
I think that's Thomas right there.
Jalen Thomas getting it done any way he can with the leg that time. Got the trip on Doremus.
He had 14 tackles last week, 4.5 for loss. He gets this one behind the line of scrimmage as well. He has been playing great the last couple of weeks for the Golden Bears.
Thomas actually Defensive Player of the Week last weekend for that effort against Kentucky State. So second down and 13 now. Doremus on the ground to Taylor. Taylor trying to get to the outside, wrapped up at the sideline. Flag coming in there, likely going to be a face mask called against the Golden Bears on Taylor on that run left side. Kind of see his head jerk back a little bit after the initial contact.
But I don't think he caught his face mask. I think he grabbed his shoulder pad. We'll see if they are going to make that call. But it looked like he was a clean tackle.
It'd be great if they can wave this one off as well.
Preliminary indications look as good.
Went totally different direction there on his AA. They got the hold against the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee.
Miles will take that.
Yeah. So the assessment against Golden Tigers. We're down to 2:04 left in first quarter action. So it's going to be a second long now as the Golden Bears getting some help there from the officiating crew.
You want to keep Tuskegee behind the sticks. As you can see, Doremus certainly has the ability to scramble in the pocket, extend plays. That's how they got the first down at the start of this drive. So now you want to keep them as far behind the sticks as you can to try to make them have to make huge plays just to continue to move this drive along.
Officials gathering there near that football. I don't think a timeout was called, although the Golden Tigers did go toward the sideline. I don't believe they've given anybody a timeout.
Well, let's see what's happening now.
It will be third down.
So Miles making a gutsy call there, AA, rather than taking the assessment. They want to take away the downs from the Golden Tigers.
Wow.
Make it third down for them. So that's a statement about the confidence of that defense and Coach Ruffin has for that crew from Miles College with 1:45 left here in this first quarter. Making a statement early here to Tuskegee saying that we trust our defense.
Certainly they're not worried about them running the football a whole lot.
Reverse there and it's back to Doremus looking upfield, but the pressure by the Golden Bears is there. They'll get a sack on him there near the 40-yard line. Now he pitched it out in the flats there.
I can't believe they didn't blow the whistle.
To Hodges. Hodges knocked out of bounds. They had him in possession there long enough you'd have thought that they'd blown that play dead, but he got it somehow out to Hodges in the flats, and Hodges runs it about a yard shy of the first down marker. So double option there by the Golden Tigers on the pitch back to Doremus. Almost ended in disaster, but able to keep his feet long enough to ditch it out in the flats to Hodges.
I can't believe they didn't call in the grasp or something of that nature. There were 3 guys who were right there holding them, and they did not blow the whistle dead.
So 4th and 1 now for the Golden Tigers. They were showing that they were getting set to go for this on 4th down, but before they did that, they took a timeout. The timeout comes with 58 seconds left in the first quarter, and it comes with the Golden Bears leading at 7-3 over Tuskegee. Take a break here. More Miles football on WOTM Sports.
So Darren, you're with the UPS store?
Yeah, we actually printed these invites.
Wow, I thought you guys just did shipping.
No, we do printing, packing, shredding, notarizing, mailboxing, faxing, binding, taping, laminating, copying, consulting, creating, designing, returning, and of course shipping.
Cool.
Nice costume.
It's my work uniform. Where are you going?
Go to the UPS store for everything your small business needs. And of course, shipping.
58 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. Golden Tigers take a timeout. They come back to the football field facing a 4th down and 1, showing that now they're going to go for it from the 41. Doremus lines up in the backfield with Gant and Taylor. 4th and 1. They go on the ground. Mishandle of the football. Doremus behind the line of scrimmage. Wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. And a stop there. Big one for that Golden Bear defense. He was trying to get it into the hands of Taylor, but there was a miscue. Taylor too quick to the line. And Doremus fumbled it. And the Golden Bears right on top of it. So a big stop needed there by the defense, and they get it.
And now you've got to turn it over. The defense is doing its job. They held Tuskegee to 3 after they got in the red zone the first time, and now you want to try to turn it into points as the defense has done the job again.
Let's see if the offense picks up where it did off that last possession. The offensive line very dominant on that touchdown possession for the Golden Bears. They'll have it here from their own 46-yard line. Slots either side. Ruiz joins Smith in the backfield. Ball fake. Smith looking upfield, downfield. DeBose is there, and again, good coverage downfield by Ken Hike Jr. This time, DeBose had a step on him, but Ken Hike Jr. just showing his prowess with a good stop downfield for the Golden Tigers.
He used DeBose a little bit for some leverage, leaned on that shoulder pad to get that extra boost so he can get that arm in there, but still, great defense there by Ken Hike. He is really playing well here in the first quarter.
You know that's their coverage guy because he had Tyree early on. Now he's got DeBose on the outside at the bottom of the screen. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. We're at 47 seconds left in this first quarter of play. Tigers showing they're coming on a blitz. Smith fires across the middle. Good time to catch her out there. I think that's Hudson again coming across on that crossing route near the 46-yard line. Yeah, Hudson with his 3rd grab of the football game, about a yard shy of the marker.
Well, they're just finding him in the slot, quick release, and he's open to make the play.
So 3rd down and 1 after the 3rd grab by Hudson, and a timeout taken on the field. No timeout. Looks like they're going to just let that run down. So Tuskegee and the Golden Bears coming to the end of the first quarter of play of this Western Division title ball game. And at the end of the first quarter of play, Golden Bears win that quarter 7-3. We'll take a break here and get set to start the second the Western Division title ball game. Golden Tigers, Tuskegee, Golden Bears, and Miles Collins back after the timeout.
Don't you just love rain? It's nature's way of watering the earth. Thunderstorms are a different story. Poppy really freaks out if the lights go off. That's why we love Alabama Power. As soon as it's safe, they work day and night to get the lights back on. Fast. Kind of like real-life superheroes. I know they do it for everybody, but sometimes I think they do it just for Poppy. Say thanks, Poppy.
You heard that right.
It is homecoming here at Tuskegee University Cleve Abbott Memorial Stadium. And the Golden Bears trying to spoil the homecoming fun and win the Western Division of the SIAC. That's what's on line this afternoon in this contest.
Miles wants to get on the board here. You got a 3rd and short. It's little things like these type of plays, 3rd and short, or keeping drives moving. First thing it does is it keeps Tuskegee's offense off the field. But secondly, you kind of extend your confidence as you're moving down the field. Miles looking good here on the 2nd and now the 3rd drive. But this first down, or this 3rd down play to try to get a first down is critical.
Smith lines up shotgun. Dante Edwards joins him in the backfield. He scored from about 5 yards out on the touchdown run. He'll handle it here. Creates the contact. It's a good surge up front by the Golden Tigers. And they're saying that they have a fumble here near the 46-yard line. See what the officials say. No, they're going to rule that down. It'll stay with the Golden Bears. Now, on no gain on that play, you still have a yard to go for a first down. Statement going to be made once again by the Golden Bear coaching staff, 4th and 1. They're going to go for it here. Edwards not able to get forward progress on that run. That's one of the rare times we see that out of him.
Yeah, you rarely see that at all. He's normally able to get in there and get the job done. But this time didn't work, but they're going to go for it one more time.
4th and 1 from the 46 now. Movement up front, no flags there yet. Smith asking for it. Now they're going to take a timeout here. They ran it down there, took a timeout. Indication here, they were just trying to see if they can't get the Golden Tigers to jump. They may be thinking about punting it here with 14 minutes, 13 seconds left in this first half of play. 7-3 lead for the Golden Bears. Join them on a quick timeout here on WOTN Sports.
So Darren, you're with the UPS store?
Yeah, we actually printed these invites.
Wow, I thought you guys just did shipping.
No, we do printing, packing, shredding, notarizing, mailboxing, faxing, binding, taping, laminating, copying, consulting, creating, designing, returning, and of course shipping.
Cool.
Nice costume.
It's my work uniform. Where are you going?
Go to the UPS store for everything your small business needs. And of course, shipping.
Golden Bears, after the timeout, face a 4th and 1. They bring in the tight end package with Pence and Fagan at the tight ends and Justin Ruiz at running back. It's a little bit more than a yard for that first down on a 4th down play here.
They're not even trying to spread it. They're going to go a little power here. It's almost in high formation, just no fullback.
The play clock at 15 now. Smith versus with Ruiz. On the snap, on the ground, Ruiz bangs, creates the contact there. You got to see what the mark is for. Progress is going to get that a complete feet first down. Ruiz just stuck his head in there and just turned forward right side, following the blocks of Womack and King and Lowry there on that right side, and he got enough for that first down.
Well, I tell you, Miles' offensive line has been getting the job done here in the early going, and no better way to see it than right there, just playing a little power football, and that was enough for that first down.
So fresh set of downs now with 13:49 remaining in the first half of play. Golden Bears with a 7-3 lead. So Smith going to go shotgun. Ruiz still in there. Trips at the bottom of the screen now for the Golden Bears. Ball fake. Smith looks. Got a man behind the coverage. It's DeVos. Correction, lays out. That's Lee. And Lee with the grab for the Golden Bears. So Lee this time running to the outside for the Golden Bears. Rare that we get him that outside of the coverage, but Lee, the most sure-handed receiver we have, with a great catch downfield and inside the red zone for the Golden Bears.
I tell you, they haven't used that particular play very often, and it came up big. It's 1st and 10 at the 11.
So Lee with his first catch of the ball game. Slots either side, snap to Smith. Sprint handoff, Ruiz right side, bang down hard near the line of scrimmage. Good open field tackle there for the Golden Tigers up front.
You know, that time they tried to run him off tackle, but there was no room. Good penetration by that front four of Tuskegee.
Roseland Romaine with a hard stick on Ruiz on that carry. No gain on the play. Smith surveys now. Now they look back to the sideline. We're at 12:40 remaining first half of play. 7-3 lead for the Golden Bears, and they want more here and in a good position to get it. Second down and 10 from the 11. There's a snap to Smith. Ball fake. Smith lost one to the corner of the end zone, and they broke the routes off in different directions. Dubose cut it to the inside. Hudson cut his route short of the end zone. And you get the sense that that was a touch pass going to a direct area of the field, just the receiver's not there.
You know, it may have been another situation where they didn't know where they were supposed to be going because it didn't seem like anyone was in the right place for that play.
So that'll bring up third down and 10. Get the ball down to the 1 yard line for the fresh set of downs. One more, you get to 6. Capacity crowd here at Abbott Stadium.
Nowhere to sit, nowhere to park.
You know firsthand. Smith with the snap. Here comes the pressure. They'll flush him left side. He's trying to break the contain. Smith in a rage. Fire to the end zone and incomplete. Good job of eluding the pressure by that Golden Tiger defense. Smith on the hard scramble right side. So Brady Hamill now will come on and try the field goal for the Golden Bears. Hamill, one of 2 in field goals. The injury to Jackson Spradlin forces Brady Hamill into that role for the Golden Bears. This will be just his 3rd field goal attempt on the season. They'll put it down at the 17-yard line, making a 27-yard effort for Brady Hamill and the Golden Bears. Make it from the 28. 38-yard effort. Got it down on the snap. Hamill with the kick, and Brady is true for the Golden Bears. Knocks it down. 12:09 remains first half. Golden Bears inch away with 3 more points there. They lead at 10-3 over the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee University.
From a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously clear, I rise, bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise.
They're lined up on the outside of the stadium with tents on the fence, and of course across the field in the notorious shed here at Cleve Abbott Stadium where the students from Tuskegee gather to watch the football game. Right now 10-3 lead for the Golden Bears at Miles College in hostile territory. Hamill with the squibber kick right side. It'll wind up out of bounds near the 35-yard line and bring a flag. Brady trying to kick it away from their specialist. Darryl Petway is one we definitely want to keep the football away from for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. So they'll see the position of the football near the 40-yard line is where the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee will start on offense. Correction, they'll put them down at the to the 40. They'll put them down near the 38-yard line. So that's where Tuskegee will have the football when the offense makes it to the field. Golden Bears settling for that field goal by Brady Hamill on the last possession to take a 10-3 lead now. Western Division title contest. Two teams that seems like every year they are the 2 that are vying for the Western Division title. Now looks like the Golden Tigers going to go with a different quarterback now, and they will keep it on the ground. This is Gant with the carry, and Gant got it up to the 48 on the run, just straight ahead for Tuskegee. Now the new quarterback for the Golden Tigers is Jamarcus Ezell, the redshirt junior from Demopolis, Alabama. Ezell really targeted the start for Tuskegee at the beginning of the year, but had a chance to talk to some of the folks here at Tuskegee and just said that he had so many injuries during the course of the year that he ceded his spot to Ahmad Doremus. And injured for the Golden Bears on that play is Rodney Coleman Jr. coming to the sideline, trying to shake it off. So he'll walk toward the sideline, took a hit there, trying to just clear his head.
And Gann is not a little guy, and if he comes barreling forward, you know, especially if you're a DB, you got to be tough to get in there to make those kind of tackles. But those kind of hits do leave a little punishment. And that time, Rodney Coleman couldn't get out of the way, so Joe Tillis is in there. We'll see if they try to pick on him.
Ezel gives it on the ground. Hand off again to Gant, and Gant got it past midfield to the 48-yard line. Ezel on the season, 37 of 70 coming into the day's ball game. 4 interceptions for Ezel, the junior. So pick up of 3 on that play for Gant and Tuskegee. We're down to 11:05 left in this first half of play. Football at the 47. Golden Bears winners of this contest last year, 31-27. Trying to see if they can go back to back. Play clock at 2. They got to hurry. They got it to Ezel. He's in the pocket. Here comes the pressure now. They flush him right side. Raises, fires, and pass goes incomplete. The pressure was heavy on Ezel. They had to roll it right side. Now they'll bring up a third down here now for Tuskegee. Nathan Harrison, the junior, lost his helmet for Tuskegee, so he will have to go to the sideline. And a third down play coming here now for Tuskegee with 10:36 left in the first half. It'd be great if the Golden Bears make a stop here on this third down play.
They got it last time, got a third and a fourth down stop. If you can get a tackle for loss, you probably force a punt here. Maybe Tuskegee feels like all plays around this area of the field are 2-down territory.
We'll see how the Golden Bears play this, what kind of pressure they can get up front. Snap to Ezel, fires out in the flats, pass goes incomplete. No flag. That was just a continuation play there by Jerry Shade at the sideline. Got it out, trying to get it out to Ramsey in the flats. Pass thrown a little bit high. Shade was already targeted in on Ramsey for the hit after the catch. But a flag comes in there against the Golden Tigers. Let's see if the Golden Bears are going to actually take this assessment here.
Well,
third down. They've got
to take a false start, so it wasn't even a play.
Yeah. So that'll push the football back on the Tuskegee end of the football field to the 47. We go down to 10:29 remaining in first half of play. Big third down play here for the Golden Bear defense once again. They got a little bit more cushion here. Showing blitz at the line of scrimmage. Evans from the linebacking spot showing a charge. Now they're back into the set. Snap to Ezel. Here comes pressure at the corner. They'll flush him right side. Ezel on his bicycle. Tripped up from behind. Good surge by the Golden Bear defense.
Antonio Evans, you had just called his name. He's the one who got the sack. He came from the backside.
Chasing from the backside of the linebacking spot to run down Ezel. So the Golden Bear defense stiffens once again, forces Tuskegee to punt the football. It'll be Ryan Huff, the freshman, to kick it for Tuskegee. His first punt of the afternoon. And Brown stands near the 16 for the Golden Bears. 10-3 lead for Miles. See if they come after this punt. Huff with the kick. Squibbler comes off right side and rolls out of bounds near the 32-yard line. So you got to be impressed with that Golden Bear defense holding there and now giving the football back over to the offense.
Boy, the defense has done its job. That first series, they got gashed a little bit, was able to hold, and since then, the defense has done an outstanding job for the Golden Bears.
Golden Bear offense got 3 on the last possession, got a touchdown on the possession prior to that. Let's see what happens on this possession here with 9:22 left in the first half. DeAndre Harvey in there lining up in that backfield, along with Smith and Ruiz. And Harvey slides the line. And on the ground, Ruiz looks for some space left side. Pack meets him near the 35-yard line. Still no whistles here. Whistles very late here on the field. Players being wrapped up for an inordinate amount of time. Never even heard a whistle on that call.
And I want to say it's where we are, but that's not what it is. Maybe they just were trying to see if the play would extend, but it's a good pickup there on first down for the Golden Bears.
That was where the initial contact was, near the 35. They'll give him that progress. So that'll make it 2nd down and 5, perhaps 6 here for the Golden Bears. 8:45 left, first half of play. Slot, top of the screen for Miles. Snap to Smith. He'll leave it inside to Ruiz. Justin steps over one would-be tackler and about 2 yards shy of that first down marker. Golden Bears very comfortable running a lot on that right side of the line, liking what they see over there. And that time Ruiz pick up a 3 on that play. So 3rd down here for the Golden Bears. Miles 2nd in the conference in 3rd down efforts. 47 out of 123 on the regular season coming into today's ball game. That's 38% in terms of the 3rd down conversions. Play clock at 10 as Smith gets the read from the sideline. Harvey in at that running back spot. Keep an eye on him in the flats. Ball fake out as Ruiz, right side. Justin spins on the inside and runs it to the 41-yard line. And there, the pack still moving after the run by Ruiz, which is good enough for a complete feet first down. But boy, you used to really feel that that's a dangerous situation for the runners to be in when they're letting these plays play out for that long.
Yeah, it's like the officials are waiting to see if someone can strip the ball from them. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but you know, thus far, Miles has done a good job protecting the football.
First down run by Justin Ruiz. We run down to 7:25 left. Smith in the pocket now. Looks, fires up the middle. Too deep for Leonard Tyree. That time Tyree had the space on Hike, but Smith not able to connect with him. These two connected to win that ball game last year with less than a minute remaining on about a 27-yard effort, I believe, from Smith to Tyree to win it.
I think it's about having that touch on the pass. A couple of times he has just missed on the touch because Tyree is getting open. That time he was open up the middle of the field, right down the seam. If he could deliver the ball, that's a touchdown.
2nd down instead. 7:20 left, first half of play, 10-3 lead for the Golden Bears over Tuskegee. Winner into the SIAC championship ball game on November 16th. Play clock down to 1 to get it off. Smith, ball fake, he'll keep it left side. There's into some traffic there. Tries to stiff arm one player and got about 2 on the carry, not much more. So that'll make it 3rd down and about 8 now for the Golden Bears. Got to get that football to about the 47-yard line for the complete feet first down.
And that time, Smith tried to run that play. It didn't go very well. Tuskegee defended it very well. Didn't have a lot of room for Smith to turn around that corner.
So 3rd down play coming here. It'll start with Hudson, McNeely, and DuBose lined up at the top of the screen, and Tyree down at the bottom in a one-on-one. So Smith surveys, getting the play from the sideline. Big 3rd down play for the Golden Bear offense this time now.
It looked like he changed the play. They see something they're going to try to exploit.
Smith looks to his right, got some time, now checks off, fires across the middle, threw it high, and he throws an interception. Pass going to be intercepted by Brandon Roberts, the freshman. So this is an issue, as you indicate, a touch. Smith there just floating a football too high for the receiver.
Yeah, the receiver wasn't open. That's the other part, too. There were 2 defenders right around him, and you can't throw it into that kind of traffic and think that you're always going to be able to make that play. And that play just wasn't there. Maybe you try to extend it a little more, maybe even throw it away. But that was just a tough pass there by Daniel Smith.
Indeed, and had a lot of time in the pocket there, not a whole lot of pressure coming. Just made the wrong decision about the pass. So Smith throws his 8th interception of the season for the Golden Bears. And Tuskegee will have the football from their own 38-yard line. We're down to 6:25 left in this first half. Ezel calling the signals. He'll take the snap. Looks to his left, fires, threw it across the middle. Catch going to be made there Grab made there by Hodges. Hodges wrapped up there by Grayson on the coverage. But a good grab there by Stephen Hodges to hold on to that football. His second catch of this first half.
That time they blew a quick whistle and the ball came out.
Go figure.
It's amazing how these things happen sometimes.
So at midfield after the catch by Hodges makes it first down for Tuskegee. We're down at 5:58 left in this first half of play. 7-point lead for the Golden Bears. And Ezel taking over for Doremus at quarterback. This time he goes on the ground. Taylor bangs ahead right side and got it to the second level of that Golden Bear defense. Taylor has been quiet the last couple of possessions for Tuskegee, but awakens the crowd on that run down to the 41 and enough for Tuskegee first down.
And when they get that run game going, especially right in between the tackles, as far as the defensive tackles for the Golden Bears, they can be dangerous. When Miles has had trouble handling that kind of aggression right up the middle, they're going to have to do a little better in pinching inside and not letting Tuskegee exploit those big holes.
First and 10 from the 45, 10 left first half. Ezel on the ground. Taylor again. He's got a big hole right side. Taylor hit from behind and he goes forward. Finally wrapped up by Evans, but he got it down to the 11-yard line before the Golden Bears are able to get a handle on it. Broke a couple of tackles on that run, did Taylor, and he runs it down to the 12 is where they'll put him down.
Again, right up the middle of the field, and that's the weak spot when they play Tuskegee. Against most other teams, that doesn't happen, but Tuskegee is doing something in there with their blocking scheme that's allowing their running backs to get loose right up the middle.
Taylor ran that one for the first down, and they're going to stop the clock here with 4:45 remaining in this first half, and a timeout taken. Miles took the timeout, kind of collect themselves after the couple of big runs there by Taylor back to back. We'll step out for a break as well. Miles with a 10-3 lead. More football on WOTM Sports after the break.
So Darren, you're with the UPS store?
Yeah, we actually printed these invites.
Wow, I thought you guys just did shipping.
No, we do printing, packing, shredding, notarizing, mailboxing, faxing, binding, taping, laminating, copying, consulting, creating, designing, returning, and of course shipping.
Cool.
Nice costume.
It's my work uniform. Where are you going?
Go to the UPS store for everything your small business needs. And of course, shipping.
4:45 left in this first half of this Western Division title ball game. 10-3 lead for the Golden Bears, but right now, that Golden Bear defense reeling a little bit from that offense of Tuskegee.
Right, and just power ball. They're just going right up the middle. Nothing real fancy about what Tuskegee is doing when they run the football. Miles has got to be a little more disciplined because that play has been money for the Golden Tigers here on this series.
The recognition ceremony going down on the other end of the field. Golden Tigers of Tuskegee trying to take every break they can to recognize folks here at homecoming, which is a natural part of the homecoming festivities. And getting set now to resume football action.
Well, they're trying to move a lot of things around here.
Scooters,
moving some money, moving some scooters. There's a lot going on around here, man. This is a packed house. It's a great atmosphere every time that we come here, but when it's homecoming, it's a entirely different beast.
Indeed, amped up just even more. Set to resume now. After the timeout, Ezel shows shotgun. Ball fake to Taylor. Ezel fires corner of the end zone, and that one's incomplete. Trying to get it to Ramsey there, but he's covered there in the end zone by Maxwell Wells, the junior.
And as well as Ezel had been playing, it's interesting that they made the change there. Or Doremus had been playing. It's a little interesting that Ezel is back in.
Yeah, didn't really see anything that he was doing that would warrant him not playing. Don't know if he may have gotten injured or something, but it's Ezel that's handling the call now for the Golden Tigers. They face a second down and 10. Misdirection on the inside is Bright with the football. Bright knocked down at the line. They got a 1 or 2 on the carry, but a good job on the inside by the Golden Bears. As they unpile it there, trying to see who comes up at the bottom of that pile. That's Ozzie Williams from that linebacking spot to get in, get low, and knock down Bright.
Talk about, too, Greg Matthews was in there with the stop. He got the initial penetration Ozzie Williams came and cleaned up the mess.
So third down play here for Tuskegee with 4:09 remaining in the first half. They are down at the 9-yard line. Got to get it down to about the 2 for the first down. So the Golden Bear defense being asked once again to step up in this situation. Ezel, he'll go shotgun, joined by Bright and Taylor. Ezel looks up the middle. The pocket collapses. Now he'll raise, fire, throw the pick at the sideline. It's picked off at the sideline. Floyd with it. Floyd trying to beat one more man. He does. He'll run it down the field to the 20. Floyd high steps it at the 10. Touchdown, Golden Bear.
What a play by Nick Tavius. Floyd steps right in there, and he goes the distance, 96 yards for the score.
Floyd saw that in real time, stepped into the lane, got the pick, and it was just down to one Golden Tiger to beat, and he did that. So Floyd with the touchdown with 3:33 remaining in this first half of play. We talked about the defense coming up big. They do it once again.
Boy, what a play. Defense bailing out the interception there by Daniel Smith, and he turns it into 6 points. What a play.
So Floyd with his third pick of the season. That time he took it the distance for the Golden Bears. Hamill now on to try the point after. High snap, they got it down. Brady with the kicks and knocks it through for the Golden Bears. Make it 17-3 now. Golden Bears with a lead with 3:33 remaining in the first half. Take a time out here. Miles College Football on WOTM Sports.
From a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously clear, I rise, bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise.
This capacity crowd here at Cleve Abbott Stadium just witnessed a touchdown after the pick by Octavius Floyd for the Golden Bears.
And Coach Ruffin down on the sideline telling his guys, hey, let's cancel the noise out. Be quiet. We've still got a ball game here to play. It was a great play there by Nick Floyd. Fell off into the flats, intercepted the pass, his second pick 6 of the season, and he took that one 97 yards for the score. What a play by the junior.
Right, we were
Phoenix City.
Yeah, talking about what we needed defensively, and he delivers. 3:33 left first half. Golden Bears extending their lead. Hamill with the kick. Another short kick by Hamill. This is going to come up at the 22. Petway with the return. Petway with a quick step up the middle. Banged up pretty hard near the 45-yard line. But Petway with a head of steam there gives the Golden Tigers good field position to start this drive. So that time, Hamill and the special teams electing to kick it away, and they kicked it to the guy that you least wanted to have on the return. And Petway got it up to the 45.
Yeah, that's exactly why Coach Ruffin doesn't like to kick off, because he likes the surety of knowing where that ball is going to be when you start the drive. And that time, Petway almost got loose. Good play there by David Etienne to get the tackle.
Runs it up to the 46, and that's where Tuskegee starts on offense. Now, right now, Tuskegee got to be reading a little bit here at homecoming after the big play by Floyd, and back-to-back scores by the Golden Bears.
Yeah, it's taking some steam. There's not a lot going on under the shed right now because Miles has taken some of the juice up out of Cleve Abbott Memorial Stadium.
Back in there is Doremus now. He'll fire it down the field, through that one. That one's going to be picked off. Doremus just back out on the football field, and another pick again by that Golden Bear defense. Looks like that's going to be Jarius Grayson coming away with the pick for the Golden Bears. Grayson jumping into the air, elevated to get that interception.
Jarius Grayson came into this game with the most passes defended in the conference, and he didn't have an interception, though, at that point. Now he gets his first, and Miles is back in business.
They'll take it over from the 32-yard line after the pick by Grayson. We go down to 3:17 left in the first half. And boy, this could be a very comforting position if they can score here. They lead it 17-3. See if the Golden Bears can get another before the break. They can run this clock out with a score. That would be absolute optimum. On the ground, Ruiz looks for some room right side. Slides his way up near the 37-yard line. He's kind of picking his way, trying to find some space.
Yeah, just protect the ball at this point. You would love to go into the halftime with a big lead. So we'll see. Just got to protect football. That's the most important thing that you can do right now.
We go under 3 minutes left first half. And a very impressive first half for the Golden Bears, particularly on defense so far. Smith in the offense now face a 2nd down and 6 after the run by Ruiz. Smith, ball fake, short little pumps once, fires out in the flats, catch made at the corner. That's Tyree with the grab. And he's wrapped up immediately after the catch. So Tyree with about a 3-yard pickup on that catch. That's his first reception of the ball game. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 3.
Sometimes you just want to get your feet wet a little bit, and there was the first play there by Leonard Tyree. Maybe he'll be able to get a little more in sync with Daniel Smith a little later in the ball game.
Tyree 7th in the conference in receptions during the course of the year. Came into today's ball game with 23, his first of the contest. We're down to 2 minutes left first half of play now. 3rd down and 2. Snap to Smith, ball fake, pumps across the middle, catch made there by McNeely. McNeely down at the 47-yard line. That is good enough for the complete feet first down for the Golden Bears.
We saw that play last week, except for McNeely would roll out into the flat. This time he cut inside on the short slant.
We've seen Hudson do that on 3 receptions in this first half as well. Those short slants across the middle have been effective for Daniel Smith and the offense. A minute 30 remains first half. Fresh set of downs for the Golden Bears. And there's the snap to Smith. Pressure up the middle. He'll fire. Got a man. That's DeVos behind the defense. Can't quite get it there. DeVos laying out as much as he could. Had to step on hike. But too much there. Just a little too much there for DeVos to pull it in.
Yeah, they tried to use every bit of that 6'3" frame there, and DuBose got it off his fingertips, was unable to pull it in.
Got to put that in the Rolodex because that's been effective as it relates to the spacing on the route, though.
Yeah, Miles has had that play open a couple of times. We just have not been able to make the connect on it. And I think what's happening is Ken Hyde has cheated a little bit, trying to cheat to the outside, because normally Miles, when they run that route, they run it as a go. Now they're running it as a slant, and Hyde is getting beat.
That's what they've caught the scene on the film, so a good adjustment by the Golden Bears. Ball fake, Smith, pressure, fires, and this time the route cut off by Hudson, and the pass goes incomplete. A minute 13 remains in the first half now. 3rd and 10 for the Golden Bears. Miles want to come away with a score here before the break. Need to get another first down here to make that possibility happen.
There are plays out there to be had right now. Miles is not making them in the passing game, at least not on a consistent basis. Hopefully they can at least find somewhere here to get it done now.
3rd down play for the Golden Bears. Play clock working its way down to 10 now. And Smith takes a look at the sideline.
I wouldn't be surprised, though, if you just saw a run here from Justin Ruiz and forced Tuskegee to use the timeout and punt the football.
There you got it. They got it to Ruiz, left side, and he's stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Boy, you need to take your headsets off and go down the sideline there. Called that one perfectly.
You know, sometimes when you're facing those 3rd and longs, you just want to kind of protect the football and try to play a little field position.
Want to protect that lead as well. 17-3, Golden Bears lead it. 58 seconds before the intermission. You may hear those horns in the background, and that's from the Purple Marching Machine. They made their way here over to Tuskegee to join in halftime festivities. Homecoming here for Tuskegee. And the timeout taken on the field. 58 seconds left. And Tuskegee will have that football after the timeout. But a good first half of play for that defense for the Golden Bears. A couple of times Tuskegee with deep penetration, but that Golden Bear defense answered big.
And especially on the last 2 drives, you got a couple of turnovers to go with it. It's not just a matter of, hey, we'll keep them out of the end zone. They kept them off of the scoreboard. And the big pick 6 certainly has turned this game around in the favor of the Golden Bears. Now you got to try to get past this last 58 seconds, try to keep Tuskegee off the board and go into halftime with this momentum that your defense has created.
Just trying to get into your head there with the 58 seconds left, and Willie Slater, the head coach and offensive coordinator for Tuskegee. Likely they're going to reset some time here on the clock, but seeing that they're going to be aggressive about trying to get another score, just maybe sit on it and keep it where it is at the break.
Well, they've got to do something to try to get some momentum going here, so I would imagine they're going to make a run for it. Try not to throw it in the flat, because that's what's killing them at this point. But you don't want to turn the ball over, that's for sure, if you're Tuskegee.
Let's not make an assumption here. Fitch on to punt it away now for the Golden Bears. Jay got to get a good clean punt away. Good snap. They weren't coming for it. Jay with a nice kick. Tried to get it in the corner, but it goes out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it out of bounds in flight, but we'll check them. No flag back here. There's some contact there, and a couple of players talking about where the good homecoming buffet is after the ball game.
Don't you just love rain? It's nature's way of watering the earth. Thunderstorms are a different story. Poppy really freaks out if the lights go off. That's why we love Alabama Power. As soon as it's safe, they work day and night to get the lights back on. Fast. Kind of like real-life superheroes. I know they do it for everybody, but sometimes I think they do it just for Poppy. Say thanks, Poppy.
You heard that right.
Back live at Cleve Abbott Stadium, getting set for second half action of this Western Division title football game. Golden Bears 17, Golden Tigers of Tuskegee 3. In the first half of play AA that really saved that first drive by Tuskegee, heavily favored the Golden Bears.
Yes, after that initial drive where Tuskegee got the 3 points on the board, Miles came right back, ran the ball down their throats, got into the end zone with a big run by Dante Edwards, and then the defense took over, a couple of interceptions, a stop on fourth down. Miles has really dictated the pace of this ball game since that opening Tuskegee drive. Still 30 minutes to go. The energy back after a halftime performance by the band, although Miles is going to get a couple extra yards here for the delay of game because of the extended halftime.
Getting set for second half action. The offense of the Golden Bears in that first half got some good spurts of play. That was a good mixture of run and pass, but seen something that was very effective for that Golden Bear offense. The little short crossing routes to the wideouts has been very effective.
Right, and while it hasn't picked up great yards, there's been some spacing there and something for the team to exploit come the second half.
Getting set for the second half. Golden Bears will be on defense first. They started the ball game out on offense in front of a capacity crowd here on homecoming at Tuskegee University at the venerable Cleve Abbott Stadium. Built in the mid-1920s, some additions to it. And one of the finer, more historic stadiums in all of the country. Headway bounces, takes a look at it over his right shoulder and bounces into the end zone. So Tuskegee will come out with the football to start the second half.
You know, that was a little dangerous right there, only because if that ball had stayed in play, that ball would have been a live ball. Miles could have jumped on it, but it ends up being a first down for Tuskegee.
You got the sense that Headway, in terms of surveying that ball, ran into the same thing that Leonard Tyree ran into early on. The sun's facing them in terms of the reception, and it looks like he had some difficulty about seeing it, and that may have forced this decision to say, let it go.
It's always interesting how these stadiums are built. Some people say it's bad because they're built north-south with the sun in your face, or east-west with the sun in your face. It's just the sun, you know. You just got to kind of play with that.
Deal with it, right? Here comes the sun. 17-3, we start the second half. DeRamus back at quarterback for the Golden Tigers. Shooting one upfield, and a one-handed catch made by Stephen Hodges way downfield. That'll get them pumped up here at Tuskegee. Hodges wrapping that football with one hand, holding on to it as he went to the ground. And that first play from scrimmage for the Golden Tigers after the break sends them over into Golden Bear territory.
That was an exceptional catch. He juggled it and then was able to get it as he rolled to the ground. That just was a great effort there by Hodges.
So Hodges with the grab. Tuskegee at the 46 of the Golden Tigers. Doremus going to go under center this trip. They'll pitch it right side. Taylor looks for some room. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Good surge there by Mike Mitchell. Smiley coming in from the linebacking spot left side.
And then you also saw coming inside was big Jamari Smith.
Indeed. Smith starting to really come on for the Golden Bears the latter part of the season. 2nd down and 9 now for Tuskegee. Just underway second half. Charles Ward, A.A. Moore with the play call. Jalen Snipes lurking about as well. Randy Higgins, of course, handling our production and direction.
He's done a layman's job to deal with at the start of this broadcast and just at the start of our trip here.
Indeed. It's been an interesting trip, to say the least. Taylor spins right side down to the 40-yard line. Wrapped up down at the 40. Good defensive stop there by Cameron Sneed, a redshirt freshman for the Golden Bears.
First 5 minutes, Coach Ruffin likes to talk about it a lot, to the point that you can kind of just say it's coach speak, but he's right. You know, Miles, especially coming off of this halftime and leading by 2 touchdowns, they've got to control this ball. They got to keep Tuskegee under wraps.
3rd down and 3 now for Tuskegee. Snap to Ramos. Short hitch pass out in the flats, anticipated there. Coleman almost coming away with a pick there at the sideline. Read it well, just not a correction. Grayson on that coverage out there, and Grayson almost coming away with that pick.
Well, that was almost another pick six. You can't toss it out there. You see the Miles DPs are like sharks.
They're sitting at the sideline there, and Grayson with a good job of anticipation just dropped the football. So Huff will come back on now to punt it for Tuskegee. So that Tuskegee drive stalls at the 39-yard line with 13:02 left in this 3rd quarter of play. 4th and about 3. Got to keep an eye out, see if Huff won't try something tricky on this. He got the snap, and he will kick it. He'll let that bounce, and it will stay near the 2, and Rolls is still there. Tuskegee giving chase. They were able to keep it out at the half-yard line. Looks like that's what they're going to give him. He was. No, they say he got it in. Boy, very delayed on that call by the official. I guess he had to wait till everything just kind of cleared out to see exactly where that football was.
I tell you what, give the save on that to Jerry Shade, who was back. They thought they were running a fake, so they kept the defense out on the field. So Shade went back to be the punt returner, and he decoyed where everyone ran towards him, and the ball went the other way.
That was the reason it was able to roll in there. You're absolutely right. He was giving them the business over here like this thing is coming to me.
So Golden Bears get a break because of that.
They'll have the football now from the 20 to start their first possession of the second half. 12:49 remains in the 3rd. 17-3 lead for the Golden Bears. This is McNeely in motion left side. They're going to go that way on the ground to Edwards. Edwards, look at him create some contact there at the sideline now. Fights his way back down inside near the 29-yard line. Good tough run there by Dante Edwards to start this second half for the Golden Bear offense.
They didn't go to him much in the first half except for right there at the goal line. But, you know, Dante Edwards is the finisher, whether it's finishing drives or finishing games.
Or finishing off people.
Right. So, you know, you want to see him in there and start to get warmed up because he's the guy who's got to come and get those last 3 outs if you use a baseball parlance.
Pickup of 8 on the carry by Edwards. Second and short effort here for the Golden Bears. Smith is going to keep it himself. Now he runs into traffic there and down behind the line of scrimmage. Not the right decision there by Daniel Smith to keep that one.
Yeah, I think he had it predetermined in his mind he was going to keep him because if he saw what Ruiz had on that run, he would have gave it to him without any doubt about it.
Yeah, Justin at least would have had some positive yardage on that. Instead, he lost about 3 on it, so it's going to be 3rd down and 6 now for the Golden Bears.
3rd and 7. Big series here.
That'll be Antonio Lee at the top of the screen. Hudson in the slot at the top as well.
That's been eaten well here in the first half. A lot of passes coming his way there in the slot.
Smith with 5 to snap it. He'll take the snap, ball fake, short drop by Daniel, fires underneath, pass in traffic and incomplete. Trying to get it there. The Lee at the 35 would have been enough for the Golden Bear first down. But Lee kind of sitting back, waiting on that football to come to him, and that allowed the defense to get there to bat it away.
I think some of it, too, was that ball was thrown. It was kind of a lead for Lee, and Lee saw the defense coming. He wasn't going to run into that, so he kind of alligator armed it, even though it wasn't the best throw. He probably should have ran into it, which would have had a better chance of being a completion.
Ensured that catch by coming forward on it. So instead, it's Jay Fitch now to punt it away for the Golden Bears. And Ladero Petway will stand at the 35 for Tuskegee to receive. They're coming at it, flags at the line of scrimmage, and that's going to go against the Golden Bear offense for an early start.
40-yard line. We'll see what the flag is.
11:16 remains in the third quarter. 17-3 Golden Bears with the lead. Winners of this football game will meet either Albany State or Fort Valley, who are playing in Columbus in the Fountain City Classic this afternoon to determine the Western Division titles in the SIAC. And this championship ball game to be played on November 16th, and it'll be played at either Albany State or Fort Valley.
Those teams have some quarterback problems. If you've heard, Slade Jarman, the quarterback for Fort Valley State, injured his leg last week. I think he's done for the season. They were running the Wildcat with running back Habersham at Albany State because they've lost 2 quarterbacks.
High snap, Fitch handles, got it away high, but short kick by Fitch. Petway takes a look at it as it goes out of bounds. And Tuskegee's going to have good field position after this is all settled in terms of where it went out. Put it out near the 45-yard line. Boy, Jarman, got hurt last year for Fort Valley, and it's unfortunate to hear that for him. We played them early on in the season. It's like we got them before they got into that rhythm that they had as a team. They started to score a lot of points later in the middle part of the season on.
Now, there's a chance that Jarman is going to be the quarterback, first-team quarterback in this conference this year. He put up some exceptional numbers, but again, it's a tough break there for Fort Valley. They've got to go and try to win against Albany State without their signal caller.
So Doremus back at the signal calling now. 1st and 10 for the Golden Tigers from their own 45-yard line. Taylor joins him in the backfield. He stumbles, but he gets the snap and trips up again after he got the handoff from Doremus. Taylor, coming out of the initial set, tripped a bit, got his balance, and then after getting the football, tripped again.
That's a grass surface down there, and it's a little moist. You can slip. It's not the lush grass that you would normally see in a August or September game. It's November, and the grass is not growing. So it's a little more moisture on it, a little more mud down there. It's a lot easier to slip than you might imagine.
He lost 3 on that play. 2nd and 13 now for the Golden Tigers. We go down to 10:30 left in the third. Still 17-3 lead for the Golden Bears. Snap to Doremus, ball fake, pressure at the corner. Trying to set a screen. They got it to Taylor over there. He stumbles again, and this time got it up near midfield after tripping up. I don't think anybody actually tripped him. He just lost his footing.
We'll give it to Nick Floyd. He was out there. He put an arm out there, so maybe that works.
So Floyd credited with the tackle.
I'm the one who gets to give credit for tackles today, so that's who it's going to be.
Your call. If you don't know it, you can't see it from where you are, but right next to me, A.A. Moore is actually calling the ball game as analyst and inputting stats for the contest overall. Man,
wrong,
heavy
don't blame
responsibilities. Raymond's going to pump and go downfield. Got a man there behind the coverage, and there's the catch. And the catch made by Ramsey, and Ramsey down near the 6-yard line after the sideline catch. So Doremus perfect on the timing of the pass, and Ramsey able to outdistance the defense and knock out of bounds near the 6-yard line.
Tackle saving touchdown, or touchdown saving tackle, if I can get that put together right there by Maxell Wells, who came up from his safety position. But that was a good play there by Tuskegee.
So they are inside the red zone now with 9:20 left in the third. 1st and 10, 1st and goal to go now. Doremus and looks like Taylor just kind of tied up, both of them handling the football and just kind of working their way forward. And it'll give the run to, you're going to give that to Doremus on the carry?
pick one. I'll let you have your part in that.
I get one this time. I'll say Doremus on the carry. He just never let it go. I think he had it into the belly of Taylor, but just never let it go. Anyway, both of them got it. Maybe a yard on the pickup. That's it. So 2nd and goal to go now. On the ground, they're going to go option pitch. This time a snafu on this pitch. And Taylor has to fall on it near the 15. Boy, you could see disaster written all over that for the Golden Tigers at the start of that play.
Yeah, the pitch, which worked pretty well for Kentucky State last week, has not been the play of choice here for Tuskegee. That one, like you said, as they were trying to scoot it to the outside, Miles did a good job staying disciplined, staying in their lanes, and the pitch just wasn't great. So, you know, for Miles, it sets up a good 3rd and goal, and it's a long 3rd and goal. And, you know, it opens up some passing lanes, sure, but you know, it does make it a little tougher here.
It'll be 3rd and goal to go from the 14-yard line. Wright and Taylor join Doremus. Doremus looking to his left, now checks off to the right. Here comes the pressure. They're trying to flush him left side. Doremus trying to find some space and runs into some heavy defensive work on the inside. Joshua McNeil for the Golden Bears with the wrap-up Doremus.
The defensive line, Doremus is trying to do everything to keep him from being tackled or being brought down, and Joshua McNeil gets in there and finishes it off.
So that'll be 4th and goal to go now for the Golden Tigers. And a push back now to the 16-yard line. My, oh my, you talk about a defense that's been worn and torn and just still staying in it. That Golden Bear defense has really answered today, as they will now, with Arnaz, try a 33-yard field goal. Snap, kick by Arnaz, turns it over. Looks like he's on target for the Golden Tigers with 7:01 remaining in the 3rd quarter. So Tuskegee takes it down to the 16 stall there, and they get Arnaz with the field goal to cut into the Golden Bear lead. Right now, 17-6 lead for the Golden Bears. We'll take a timeout here on WOTM Sports.
So Darren, you're with the UPS store?
Yeah, we actually printed these invites.
Wow, I thought you guys just did shipping.
No, we do printing, packing, shredding, notarizing, mailboxing, faxing, binding, taping, laminating, copying, consulting, creating, designing, returning, and of course shipping.
Cool.
Nice costume.
It's my work uniform. Where are you going?
Go to the UPS store for everything your small business needs. And of course, shipping.
Back live at Cleve Abbott Stadium on the campus of Tuskegee University. A field goal from 32 yards away by Hasek Arnaz cuts into the Golden Bear lead. 17-6 to score now. And joined now as color analyst is Jalen Snipes joining us up in the booth. Welcome, Jalen.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
Golden Tigers getting set to kick the football away. You saw that first drive by them coming out of the break. It looked pretty impressive going down the length of the field. So the kick now going to come down, backpedaling near the 8-yard line. It's going to be Darius Martin. Martin looking for some room left side, turns the corner at the 30-yard line.
Well needed.
Yeah.
Big return by Martin.
Trots out near the 34, so that's going to be a good field position to start this drive, but you're going to try to answer that field goal by Tuskegee. Got to get the offense a little bit more in rhythm. Daniel Smith is still struggling this afternoon here against that Golden Tiger defense.
We got to get the ball inside key players. Leonard Tyree, we got to get it to him.
Tyree with one grab in that first half of play. He'll line up in the slot at the bottom of the screen, the outside of that slot. Ruiz joins Smith in the backfield. Around a snap to Daniel. Handoff Ruiz, left side. Justin slides back to the inside. Second wave of the defense. Justin works his way near the sideline and out of bounds.
Big game.
Indeed, down to the 49 of the Golden Tigers. That's a complete first down run by Justin Ruiz.
Great blocking by the line.
Ran that one this time to the left of the line. Jalen going in behind Tench at tight end. Theodore Victorin at the left tackle. And Scroggins at left guard. They went heavy run right side in the first half, and starting this play, that one coming to the left. Football marked at midfield, fresh set of downs for the Golden Bears. Tigers showing blitz. Ruiz, fake, Smith, fires, catch made at the corner. Nicely done. This is Cohen Hudson with another grab for that offense of the Golden Bears.
Great throw.
Smith with a pinpoint toss at the sideline. Cohen, I believe that's his 4th catch of the ball game for the Golden Bears. Comes with 6 minutes left in the 3rd. And right now, the Golden Bears putting together an impressive drive.
Moving the ball well down the field.
Trying to answer, keep that separation on the scoreboard. Golden Tigers just got a field goal to cut into the lead, 17-6. Golden Bears on the Tuskegee side of the field now. Play clock at 9. And Daniel trying to bring a man in motion. They'll go with the slots instead with 4 to snap. Ball fake. Smith in the pocket, looks to his right, feels the pressure. Now slides, fires, and shot it out of bounds. Smith checking off on that play. Didn't see what he wanted initially. Had the time, but nobody opened downfield. So that will bring up 3rd down and about 2 for the Golden Bear offense. Ruiz joins Smith in the backfield. Likely 2-down territory, we'll see though. Smith checking to the sideline. Impressed by this big crowd here at Tuskegee at home.
Very impressed, very impressed. Tuskegee band has calmed down a little bit, but hey, they was getting after it in the first half.
3 to snap. Ball fake across the middle, trying to get it to McNeely. Play broken up. Good defensive work there by Darian Anthony, the redshirt junior from Memphis for the Golden Tigers. So that will bring up 4th down for the Golden Bears.
Tight throw by Daniel, but he had his hands on it. He should have caught that, but
Smith trying to thread that in there to McNeely. He had a hand on it, but the coverage right there by Anthony to knock it free. So that will bring on Jay Fitch now to punt it away for the Golden Bears. And right now with 5:19 left in the 3rd, Golden Bears trying to be content, or want to be content here, see if they can just keep this field position in their favor, if they can hold Tuskegee down to get the football back with a shorter field of work. Fitch trying to go inside the 20 and away from the coverage. Petway will let it bounce, and it bounces and goes out of bounds. Once again, Jay Fitch has gotten it inside of the 20-yard line. This one goes out of bounds near the 7. Couldn't ask for any more out of Jay Fitch on that punt than what he got.
that was a great kick. Great kick.
Kicked it away from Petway, who's one of the most dangerous return players in the conference, and got it inside the 20. It's the 2nd punt inside the 20 of this ball game, and it gets that Golden Bear defense right where it wants to be, that they can pin down Tuskegee here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, the defense has been playing solid all game, so we need a big stop right here.
Actually, on that last possession, played very well. Started backpedaling that Golden Tiger offense. They had to settle for the 3 when they were inside of the 10-yard line with 3 downs to get a touchdown, not able to do it. A couple of penalties hurt them as well. So they come back out onto the field now. Jamarcus Ezell going to be calling the signals now for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. So DeRamus led him down the field on the last possession, and Ezell gets rewarded with the play on this one. They'll keep it on the ground, and turning with the football, that's Gant on the carry, and Gant got it past the 10 up near the 13. So he got about 7 on that play, so they're going to be 2nd down and 3 for Tuskegee.
We can't give up a big play right here.
We saw that on the last possession. Good call on that. They ran through the football at the middle of the field for Taylor on that big catch to give them that distance down the field to get that 3. Ezell gives it on the handoff again. This is Gant again, spinning left side, and Gant runs it to the 23-yard line, perhaps the 24. It's enough for a Tuskegee 1st down. So Gant used sparingly in this football game, but he has shown bursts of speed on the times that he's been in the lineup. We're at 4:15 left in the 3rd. Fresh set of downs now for Tuskegee. Ezell, ball fake. Here comes the pressure. Unloads it toward the sideline and incomplete. He was getting some heavy pressure from Mitchell Smiley, and also Kadarius Roberts pounding down and pressing down on Ezell.
Great job by the defensive ends right there.
Got the pressure at the corners, and that'll make it 2nd down now for Tuskegee.
We need more of that right there for the defensive ends. Attacking the quarterback putting pressure on them.
They have done a good job this afternoon up front and at the corners to try to keep that pressure there. It'll be a second down effort now for the Golden Tigers.
Gotta watch that run game. Yeah.
Whistles at the line of scrimmage. This one's going to go up against Tuskegee for the motion there. They certainly will take that. Penalties.
That's big.
Yep.
We need that.
Penalties have not been friendly to the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee in this football game. Miles has really minimized theirs in this contest as well. So
that has helped us the whole game.
Helps us again right here. So that'll push him back 5. It'll stay second down.
You got Jalen Thomas coming out.
Thomas comes to the sideline. Last week, SIAC Defensive Player of the Week, replaced by Markel Shelton in the lineup. Second and 15 for Tuskegee.
Gotta watch the pass.
Tuskegee to the line of scrimmage, and the line judge stepping in now before play resumes. Officials conferring there near the 17-yard line. Looks like they're trying to make sure they're on the same page. Golden Tigers with a 17-6 lead with 4:07 left in this third quarter of play. Winner of this ball game advances to the SIAC championship on November 16th. Golden Bears trying to get to the championship ball game in back-to-back years. Pressure backside of Diesel, fires it upfield. There's another pick. This time it's Kendall Walker. Walker at the 15. Walker with his legs cut from under him at the 26. But Walker with another pick by that secondary for the Golden Bears.
Just what we needed. Pressure on the quarterback. Make him make a hard decision. Big play.
Diesel unloaded it upfield and shot it past the ear hole of the intended receiver. And Walker right there to grab it for the Golden Bears. So Golden Bears and Miles College down at the Tuskegee 27 after the pick by Walker.
3 interceptions. What a great day for the defense.
Walker, the redshirt junior from Tuscaloosa, getting into the act with the pick there.
We got to score right here. We score right here, we put it on them.
Walker with his first pick of the year. Smith and the offense quickly to the line of scrimmage now. Ruiz joins him in the backfield. Got split receivers in either side. At the bottom of your screen is Leonard Tyree. Snap to Smith. On the ground, Justin looks for some room at the corner. He is denied by a stiff Golden Tiger defense at the line of scrimmage. Initial stop by that Golden Tiger was Quindarius Coles, the senior from Bessemer, Alabama. So no gain, or actually a loss of 1 on the play that time by the Golden Bears.
We can't settle for a field goal. We got to score right here to put us up front in the game.
So second down play now for the Golden Bears. We're down to 3:15 left in the third. It would be great to get another score here, Jalen, before the third quarter expires. Notably, a touchdown would be really good. Smith with the ball fake. Now circles back to the left, fires underneath, and he throws his second interception of the ball game. Threw it right into double coverage.
Right into his hands.
Right into the hands of the defender. It was Jacoby Maxwell, the junior from Alexander City, Alabama, standing in there and got that gift from Daniel Smith with the pass.
Daniel kind of forced it right there.
Yeah, didn't have a Golden Bear receiver in the vicinity. And he shot it right into the hands of the defender. So Maxwell comes away with the pick for the Golden Tigers. Unfortunate, we're talking about the Golden Bears. A great opportunity to get another score before this quarter ends, as we have an injured Golden Tiger down at the 35-yard line.
It looks like he's grabbing his knee.
2:58 left in the third as they tend to this injured Golden Tiger. Time for us to take a timeout. It's Golden Bear football on WOTM Sports.
So Darren, you're with the UPS store?
Yeah, we actually printed these invites.
Wow, I thought you guys just did shipping.
No, we do printing, packing, shredding, notarizing, mailboxing, faxing, binding, taping, laminating, copying, consulting, creating, designing, returning, and of course shipping.
Cool.
Nice costume.
It's my work uniform. Where are you going?
Go to the UPS store for everything your small business needs. And of course, shipping.
Golden Tigers get the pick. As you can see, headed toward the sideline is the Colby Maxwell, a correction on Brandon Roberts, the injured Golden Tiger who actually got the pick for them. And now he's injured. He got hit right after the interception.
Right after interception.
So Roberts with the pick, Tuskegee with the football. 2:58 remains in the third quarter.
We can't let them gain momentum right here. We got to stop them.
They did the last time with the interception by Walker. And Ezel with the snap. Here comes pressure. Looks like they're trying to set a screen. Ezel raises, fires out in the flats.
Good.
Nailed outside in the flats. Pass goes incomplete.
Great hit.
Was trying to get it to Shardian Johnson, the redshirt junior, but the wood laid on him right at the point of contact, and he wasn't able to hold on the football. That was Mitchell Smiley coming up to lay the hit on him.
Smiley looked like he wanted to intercept it, but then he went for the hit.
Actually, I think that they got to give that to Coleman over there on the hit, but good defensive work there by the Golden Bears on special teams, and that'll bring up a second down here for Tuskegee. 2:51 remains, and the officials conferring here behind the Tuskegee huddle. No flag thrown on the field. Oh, there was a flag, did not see it.
I also noticed at number 23, Rodney Coleman, he's without pass now. He got hurt early in the first half.
That assessment going against Tuskegee there, Jalen. They had an ineligible man downfield. So that'll push them back 5 again.
That's great for us.
Ellis there at the cornerback now for the Golden Bears, left corner, down at the bottom of the screen.
Penalties have kept us all game.
Yep, been very favorable for the Golden Bears. So now Ezel and the Golden Tiger offense. It's 1st and 15 now. Ezel on the ground, and that play goes nowhere, blown up at the line of scrimmage. Well, a half-hearted effort there by the Golden Tigers on that handoff and run, and the Golden Bears just all over that. It was Taylor on the carry, but he's going to lose a few yards on that play with a good surge up front by the Golden Bears.
Roberts has been getting after it all game.
Darius has played big in this ball game. Actually, come on the last few ball games for that Golden Bear defense. So that'll make it second down and 17 for Tuskegee. They're pushed back to their own 18-yard line now. Shotgun for Ezel, splits either side. He'll look right, fires out in the flats, got a man there, catch made at the corner by Ramsey. Ramsey trying to dance his way free, but wrapped up there at the 30-yard line. And wrapped up he was going toward that sideline, just hog-tied there by that Golden Bear secondary. The tackle going to be by Floyd, coming up from that position at the line to make that hit on Ramsey with the catch. Ramsey just kind of trying to dance to see if he could find some space, and Floyd was like, hey, enough of that. I'm just going to wrestle you down right now. We're at 1:37 left in this third quarter of play now. 17-6 Golden Bears with the lead. And it's going to be third down and about 6 now for Tuskegee. Snap to Ezel. Pressure, fires, throws it underneath, and incomplete.
Great pressure. Pressure every time is going to help us. Pressure every time on the quarterback.
Ezel forced to unload that one early. The receiver, Ramsey, a little bit farther downfield. He had to cut that pass and threw it about 5 yards short. So that'll bring on Ryan Huff now to kick it away for the Golden Tigers.
Defense has been playing solid all game. They've had a great game. The offense got to come out and put some points on the board for the Golden Bears.
Well, that whole maxim's holding true. It's defense that wins championships. That Golden Bear defense is doing extremely well this afternoon. So
defense does win championships.
And Brown will stand deep to receive. Huff with a line drop kick. Brown's going to have a return here. Squeezes at the 32.
Oh, nice.
Slides his way to the right side and runs into some traffic there near the 37-yard line.
Looked like he had more room,
Yeah,
but
he closed up pretty quickly on the happens that way sometimes.
Yeah.
73 seconds left here in the third. 17-6 lead for the Golden Bears. Winner of this ball game on to the SIAC championship in 2 weeks. Trying to see if we can't get some kind of report from that ball game in Columbus, Georgia, at the Fountain City Classic between the Wildcats of Fort Valley and the Golden Rams of Albany State. One of those teams will meet the winner of this contest for the SIAC championship. Smith now in shotgun. McNeely slots the line. They'll go that way, left side. Edwards with the football. Dante charges the sideline, steps out of bounds near midfield on the carry. Left side by Edwards.
Edwards a big body back.
Yeah.
He gets through there though.
Got quick feet for his size.
I won't want to be his way.
Yeah, if you like getting flattened, that's the place to be.
Yeah.
He runs it for about 8 there for the Golden Bears, just shy of midfield on the carry. We're under a minute remaining in the third. Smith lines up in shotgun. McNeely slides the line once again. They'll run it that way again. Edwards slides it back to the inside, creating the contact. Got it over midfield. That's enough for a complete feet first down for Edwards and the Golden Bears.
Tough run by Edwards. He put his head down, went through all defenders.
30 seconds left in the third. Fresh set of downs coming for Miles College. Miles trying to become back-to-back SIAC champions. They don't have to run another play before this quarter expires, and they will not. We saw them do that in the first half of play. At this point in the ball game, your clock is the ally for you, so if you don't have to run a play before you run those seconds off, that's what you do. And that is what they are going to do. 17-6 Golden Bears with the lead. 1 quarter to go before pushing into the SIAC championship game. If they can hang on, we'll find out the answer after this timeout. Smiles football on WOTM Sports.
Don't you just love rain? It's nature's way of watering the earth. Thunderstorms are a different story. Poppy really freaks out if the lights go off. That's why we love Alabama Power. As soon as it's safe, they work day and night to get the lights back on. Fast. Kind of like real-life superheroes. I know they do it for everybody, but sometimes I think they do it just for Poppy. Say thanks, Poppy.
Getting set to go in the fourth quarter here. Just 15 minutes left for the Golden Bears. If they can hang on, they lead it 17-6 now in this Eastern Division Championship ballgame.
So I think Miles is probably 1 touchdown away. No, not anymore. Not anymore. She looks better on the eyes, but we didn't put the camera on her, so we'll just have to deal with me today.
On the ground now, Louis looking for some room. He won't find any there. He's denied by the Golden Tigers, who string him out toward the sideline. Going to lose about 2 on that play. But right now, it's about maintaining that football, keeping it in your possession, keeping their offense off the field, and running off as much clock as you can.
And protecting that football is paramount. Miles had a great opportunity to score on the last possession and was not able to do it.
2nd and 12 now. We're at 14:25 left in this Western Division title ball game. Smith and that offense is going to be deliberate about running the play before the play clock expires. Right now it's down to 5 before the snap. And snap to Smith. They go on the ground. Edwards left side, eludes 1 tackler, now tries to cut it back to the inside and may have gotten it back to the line of scrimmage, not much more. Now we saw this a few weeks ago when we were at Central State. This different ball game conditions are totally different, but you don't want to get the sense here of getting lulled into a situation of just playing not to lose versus still being pretty aggressive about pushing the football down the field.
Right, and part of that is protecting the football, and Daniel Smith has just had trouble delivering the football, so they're playing safe because they don't want to turn the football over, and I get that, but you got to take a chance to try to get in the end zone. They looked so good in the first half on a couple of those drives, and here, even with shorter fields, Daniel Smith has just had trouble delivering the football.
6 to snap now as McNeely charges in motion left side. Snap to Smith. Ball fake by Smith. He'll take it up the middle himself. Smith falls ahead past the 45-yard line. They'll mark him down near the 44. So Smith on that carry up the middle, short of the first down marker, and that'll bring on the punt unit. So the Golden Bears not able to move the football on that possession. They do burn a couple of minutes off the clock. But Jay Fitch on now to punt the football away. And the ever-dangerous Ladero Petway standing on the other end of the field. Fitch has done a good job of keeping that punt away from him throughout this football game.
And when you play like this, though, you can't make any mistakes. You'll have to be nearly perfect. And so we'll see how perfect or close to perfect Miles can be going down the stretch.
Snap snap about the loss of Finch. This one goes off the side of his foot, still rolling forward though, and it hits one of the defenders up front there, and he's going to come away with a return. Left side, it's going to be Gant. Gant's going to be free to go to the sideline, but they're going to pull this one back. They're going to pull it back here. And wow, that ball hit Ken Gant as he was turning around to watch it go back downfield. And we'll wait and see what the call is, but it looks like it's going to come back, though.
Miles catches a huge break right there because Gant was off to the races.
Yeah. Gant was just standing there. The ball rolled and hit him on the leg. He picked it up and found some space left side.
I think they're saying Petway called a fair catch, which made the ball dead.
All right.
The ruling on the field is the number 10 of the return team gave a fair signal.
Okay, you're dead on top of it, AA. That's what goes down in the book, stat book too, right?
That's exactly what it is.
So Petway called the fair catch, which nullified everything. And that is a huge break for the Golden Bears. Boy, oh boy. You take a deep breath after that one. 12:16 remains. Golden Tigers will start from the 25. Ezel with the football, trying to hand it off in the backfield, and just as close in the backfield as the defender for the Golden Bears on the handoff by Avante Patterson. But the Golden Bears almost taking that football away on the handoff.
We've seen that a couple of times. The Golden Bears assignment has been so strong that they're getting to the backfield just as quick as any of the running backs or any of the handoffs are being made. So Ezel tried to ride it there a little bit, but there was nowhere to ride. Someone was getting tackled.
Gave it to Patterson, and Patterson, as soon as he got it, Golden Bears was right on him. So they lost 5 on that play. Second down and 15 with 11:34 left in this final quarter. Ezel in shotgun. He'll give it off on the inside. Taylor looking for the corner. Coming up and grabbing at the sideline. They got one hit on him. Now they put him down near the 19-yard line. Good high tackle there to force Taylor to lose his balance. And they'll put him down at the 19.
Boy, just an arm out there by Mitchell Smiley gets it done as Taylor was ready to turn it up. And he got an arm out there just enough to knock him off balance. And it's going to end up being a loss of yard on the play. So it's tackle for loss there for Mitchell Smiley.
Had a couple people calling for a face mask on that, but it was clear that he did not grab him in the face mask, just got him up at shoulder pad high. So it's third down now, and backpedaling are the Golden Tigers, this time from their 19-yard line. Ezel, here comes pressure at the corner. They'll force him to turn now. Ezel with pressure, just going to have to unload it, and he shoots it out of bounds. And look for a flag here. Nobody in that area. Well, they do have Taylor coming up out of that area, somewhere off of that sideline, but the Golden Bears will take that. They force the Golden Tigers into a 3-and-out and force them to punt the football away.
Boy, pressure coming this time. The safety blitz. It was Kendrell Walker who was coming with the heat. Good play there by the defense. Rashad Watson ratcheting up the pressure again. And Tuskegee is going to have to punt.
Golden Bears played field possession there. They force the Golden Tigers back. Huff set to kick it. And Brown stands near the 48. Huff with a high kick, maybe a fair catch call for, if anything. It'll go out of bounds instead, though. It'll be down by Tuskegee at the 49-yard line. So good field position now for the Golden Bears with 10:27 left in the football game. Short field to work with. They lead it 17-6. I'd certainly like to see a push toward the end zone here and perhaps a touchdown.
Touchdown, I really believe, will seal this ball game. Whenever this touchdown comes, if you get it now, you're going to be looking at about 8-9 minutes, and Tuskegee's going to have to try to score 3 times during that stretch.
And that's where the defense of the Golden Bears really shines, when the offense is forced to do some things that they don't normally do. Let's see what the offense for the Golden Bears does here on this possession, though. Smith with the football. Edwards, right side. Edwards creates the contact, fights on his hands to the right side, falls ahead for maybe 1 tough yard. That offense has got to be a little bit more imaginative for the Golden Bears in this situation. You can burn clock on that, but you wind up giving it away so quickly on the downs. Got to get a couple of first downs here. They're generous on the mark. They give Edwards 2 on that play. So it's 2nd down and 8.
You're up by 11. 10 minutes to play in the 4th.
Smith Going to play clock here. With 17 before they snap. They'll get that thing closer to 3 before they snap it. We go down to 9:49 left in the ball game. That's what's remaining for the Golden Bears to push into the championship contest. There's the snap to Smith. On the ground, Edwards dances back to the inside, bangs his way near the 40-yard line for the Golden Bears, about 2 yards shy of the first down marker. They run behind the left side of the offensive line that trip. Got a better result there. Edwards runs it for about 3 or 4 on that carry, make it 3rd down and 3 now for Miles.
Just as important are first downs because it keeps the clock moving.
Indeed. Need one here, 3rd and 3. Play clock at 16. Game clock, we're approaching 9 minutes left now.
They're just letting that clock go down. That's what you want to do. Let that play clock go down.
3rd down and 3. They got to get it to the 38 for the first. Now there, snap to Smith on the ground. Edwards looking for some room left side. Stiff arms, one player falls ahead for a complete feet first down near the 36-yard line.
We talked about Edwards being the closer, the finisher. That time he knew he wanted to get to the sticks. He had that arm out, a little for balance, a little to clear out a little space.
A little bit of both.
And he gets the first down.
Rumbles for the first. Fresh set of downs with 8:30 remaining in the ball game. Golden Bears with a chance to close the lid on this if they can take it into the end zone. Smith with 16 now. He'll set back and reset it. Capacity crowd on hand for this homecoming ball game for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. The Golden Bears on the snap. Edwards left side, sidesteps one defender, works his way down near the 30-yard line. Good first down pickup there by Dante Edwards, left side, running behind the left side of that offensive line with Victor and the Scroggins, Tench at the tight end.
And Miles is burning every second of that clock that they can. And again, first down's just as important. And you don't have to get in the end zone if you just burn all the clock off.
Leave nothing left on the clock. Right now it's at 20 seconds before the snap of the football. And another ball fake there by Smith. They'll reset this and get it down there on the 5 before the snap. Meanwhile, the game clock works its way down to 7:25. Exactly the formula the Golden Bears needed. And right now they're working to script. On the ground, Edwards fights off one would-be tackler on the hands on the inside, close to that first down marker. It'll be about a yard shy. Good second effort by Dante Edwards. And nobody in this stadium is fooled that he won't be getting the football. Right now, he's just stepping up to the plate and getting the job done.
And that's really all you need. Just keep pounding away, whether you're going right down the middle or you know, you just want to do anything but to burn this clock and not turn it over.
3rd down, 1.5 for the Golden Bear first down. Game clock working its way near 6:40 now. And 17-6 lead for the Golden Bears. Golden Bears with that amount of time left, with the opportunity to go as back-to-back SIAC champions if they can push into the championship ball game. 2 to snap. On the ground, Edwards left side fights his way inside of the 25-yard line. That's enough for the complete feet first down for the Golden Bears.
Just playing power football, and that's all you want to do. Just run over Tuskegee. They've been out on the field for quite some time. Believe it or not, Tuskegee actually outgained Miles yardage-wise in the first half, but it was because they had a couple of deep drives and weren't able to finish them. But now Miles is really starting to use that time of possession angle here, and the defenders are starting to get run over some.
Edwards takes the trip to the sideline. Ruiz replaces him in the lineup. Tench lines up in the backfield from the tight end spot, so he's in there for extra blocking, as Ruiz will likely get a handoff here. They go to Ruiz, he'll work it left side, trying to slice it back to the inside. Justin inside, he's got enough for the complete feet first down. Inside of the 10, down to the 7-yard line on the carry by Justin Ruiz.
And this is getting close to time to put that nail in the coffin. We talked about one more score probably gets it done. And Miles has not even pretended to want to put the ball in the air. You know the run is coming, and yet Tuskegee has been unable to do anything to stop it, setting up 1st and goal.
They put Ruiz down at the 9, so it's 1st and goal to go from there. Game clock at 5:15 remaining.
where he transferred from.
Golden Bears trying to pull the dagger out of their pocket here. They can knock in a score here. They lead it 17-6. 3 to snap. Now they get it on the handoff. Ruiz works to the right side. That hold locked up and pushed out. Golden Tigers did a good stop there on Ruiz left side. So they push him back outside the 10 to the 11. And we're at 4:45 and clock running here at Cleve Abbott Stadium. And time running out here for the Golden Tigers. Golden Bears with a 2nd and goal to go now. And they'll put the football back down at the 9. They'll give him that forward progress. So no gain on that play. But it's 2nd and goal to go now.
At this point, any points on the board, the way the clock is being churned, probably seals it for the Golden Bears, because Tuskegee is not going to get this ball back before there's about 2.5 minutes going left of the way this is going.
That's the way that scenario. That's exactly what they wanted. On the snap, they get it to Ruiz. Justin slides back to the inside, wrestled down near the 5-yard line. Football came loose. They're saying that they have it, but I think they're going to put that down. They will put him down at the 5. So he'll be at the 5. It'll be 2nd and goal to go now for the Golden Bears from the 5, and we go to 3:50 remaining in this contest.
Got to protect that football, even all the way to the ground. No sense of putting it in the officials' hands.
So 3rd down now for the Golden Bears. Certainly within Brady Hamill's range for a field goal. If you're not able to punch it in here to your point, any score at this point will make it awfully difficult for Tuskegee.
And actually on that last play, Ruiz had some space to the outside. If he had bounced it, that was 6 points.
That's what I saw as well. Just decided to tuck it back to the inside. 3rd and goal to go. Smith going to keep it. He got some blockers at the corner, but they chase him out of bounds. He may have gotten it inside the 5 to the 4, but not much more than that. So they just went student body left that time and not able to punch it in. So it'll bring up 4th down now. And they will send on Brady Hamill now to kick a field goal. Hamill is 2 of 3 on the season with field goals.
The only problem with that play is that he went out of bounds and stopped the clock.
Well, they still have it running here. 2:52 remaining, and it's running.
We'll take that.
So they keep it running here. So Hamill, they'll put it down at the 11?
Yes.
21. It'll be Fitch to hold. Brady can be big here if he can knock this through. Snap is high, they got it down. Hamill with the kick, plenty of leg. Is he accurate? He's on target. Golden Bears notch another score with 2:28 remaining. They take their lead to 20-6 now over the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. And with that amount of time remaining before entering into the SIAC Championship ball game, if they can hold on here. We'll take a break. More Miles football on WOTM Sports.
From a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise. I rise. I rise.
Golden Bears get a field goal there with 2:28 remaining. They extend their lead to 20-6, getting set to kick it away. And before we kick it off here, a chance for us to say goodbye to one of the good guys of the SIAC, Jasser Cox, going on now to become an athletics director at Lincoln Memorial University. Going to be a great loss to Tuskegee, but everybody in the conference and anybody that knows him is actually thrilled that he got that opportunity.
But it's going to be a great gain to his pocketbook. There's no question about that part of it. And so I'll be looking to secure some small loans and things of that nature.
I could use a car. Kick going to be at the sideline. Hamill pushed it to the right side near the 30. 2:28 left in the ball game here. So the Golden Bears, you got the folks from Miles College who made the trip over to Tuskegee. Some of the administrators down at field level dancing. Why not? It's homecoming. Miles College president Bobby Knight down at the sideline. She's happy. Right behind the cheerleaders, they're happy. Purple marching machine, it's playing, they're happy. And you know the team is happy. 2:28 remains in this West Division title championship ball game. It looks like that West Division title is going to make its way back to Fairfield, Alabama. So the Golden Tigers now, desperation football for them. Ezel fires across the middle, and pass goes incomplete. Hodges in the area, but overshot him. Maxwell Wells or Smiley out there for the Golden Bear defense, and so was Maxwell Wells. Those two the closest players toward that football.
We believe it's going to take one more stop here, and Miles is going to repeat as the Western Division winners. And since that has been brought into play here in the SIAC in 2011, no one has gone back-to-back from the West Side.
Golden Bears with an opportunity to do it here. Ezel, no correction, Doremus in there to handle the snap now. He got the pressure, feels it backside, had it batted from behind. It's loose on the surface. Doremus couldn't come up with it. It's down now and out of bounds with him in last possession of it, and it's going to stay with Tuskegee. Right call there on the field. Doremus had it hit from behind. That was good pressure by that Golden Bear defense.
Miles dropping 8, only rushing 3, and it means Doremus is going to have to hold on to the ball a little longer. And that time it almost cost him as Marquell Shelton knocked the ball loose.
Doremus, the left-handed quarterback, was rolling to his left, but the pressure was already behind him with the defense, and they got in and knocked that football free. So Doremus now to the sideline, and Ezel as they shuffle quarterbacks in and out. And Ezel will take an opportunity here as they crank the clock up here at Cleve Abbott Stadium. So they'll go slots either side, looking to go downfield. Golden Bears going to try to keep everything in front of them. Ezel, middle of the field, steps up. Now he'll try to run it. He'll work it right side, slides down near the 33-yard line. And looks like he took the slide a little bit early. They're going to mark him short of that first down marker. Well, sure, looks like they're going to put him down more than that, about 3 or 4 yards shy of that marker. So they said he stopped, got down at the 31-yard line. Had a little more room there, but Ezel, trying to avoid the contact there, went down soon. So that'll bring up 4th and about 4 for the Golden Tigers to even keep this football in the game alive. On the ground, they give it. There's Gant, left side. He's got plenty of room there. They're going to keep him in front and try to keep him in bounds if they can. He's headed toward the sideline, and he makes his way out of bounds near the 47-yard line. Golden Bears trying to keep him in front of him, but they try to get him down on the playing surface. Gant knew where he needed to get, and he got out of bounds.
And Tuskegee trying to do anything they can to kind of prolong this clock and prolong this season. Good play there by Gant.
Just 69 seconds remaining in this ball game. So they go on the ground to get the fresh set of downs. But Ezel now trying to get the receivers in the right place with 69 seconds left. 20-6 to score. So the Golden Bears certainly can afford to give up one here as Ezel's in the pocket. Looks upfield, fires underneath. Catch going to be made there by Gant coming out of the backfield. They keep him on the field of play. They knock him down near the 40-yard line with 1:01 left in this ball game. And the clock geared up after they set it up. Tuskegee can't stop it anymore. So they pick up the first down, but the bad part of that is that clock is moving here at Cleve Abbott Stadium with just 45 seconds left, and the Golden Bears just that time away from Western Division champs. All right, they go back. Ezel in the pocket now, steps up. He'll run it right side. He'll stay in the middle of the field. They'll let him stay that way. He'll run it to the 26-yard line, to the 26. Coaching staff of the Golden Bears. Offensive coordinator Aaron James just coming out of the press box to our left. Got that victory cigar. They're lighting them up now as his Golden Bears have come on the road here at Tuskegee on homecoming.
And cleared out the shed. Look over there. They've left.
Ezel fires underneath. He's got Gant in the middle of the field. That's exactly where they want him. They trip him up near the 11-yard line. And with 8 seconds left, once they spot this football, that's going to be all that's left here in Tuskegee. So they clear the shed, and they clear the Golden Tigers as the Golden Bears clear their way into the SIAC championship ball game. Flag coming on that play. It was going against the defense of the Golden Bears, a roughing the passer. And they'll tack that on after the catch by Gant. So with 8 seconds left, they'll push it inside the red zone. down inside. Looks like it's going to be near the 6 or 7 yard line. This all academic at this point, though. They're going to gear that clock up, and it's running. Tuskegee may try to get a snap off here. I don't think they're aware that it's running. And that will do it. That's the final play of the ball game. So that will do it. Final score here from the Western Division Championship ball game. Golden Bears win it on the road 20-6 over the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee University. The Golden Bears, Western Division champs, on to the SIAC Championship ball game on November 16th. Take a quick time out here. Had some interviews at sideline with Jalen Snipes. All that just ahead on Miles College Football on WOTM Sports.
So Darren, you're with the UPS store?
Yeah, we actually printed these invites.
Wow, I thought you guys just did shipping.
No, we do printing, packing, shredding, notarizing, mailboxing, faxing, binding, taping, laminating, copying, consulting, grading, designing, returning, and of course shipping.
Cool.
Nice costume.
It's my work uniform. Where are you going?
Go to the UPS store for everything your small business needs. And of course, shipping.
Hey, Coach, you guys are repeating your guys' selves going into the SIAC Championship. Tell me how you feel.
It's unbelievable. It's great. Coming here, Tuskegee, their homecoming, playing a great football team, playing my boss, Coach Slater. I thought our kids really prepared, got ready to play, and we kind of weathered the storm. It was homecoming for them. They were really up. That first drive, kicking the field goal, but I think our defense played well. Offense moved the ball, gave us the time of possession we needed. Hey, man, I'm excited, so we got to get ready for the championship game.
Thanks, Coach.
Final in this Western Division Championship ball game. Golden Bears win it 20-6 over the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee University. Miles College advancing to the SIAC Championship ball game on November 16th. AA in a very dominating ball game that the Golden Bears, particularly on defense.
Miles controlled the pace of this game with its defense. They got some stops when Tuskegee was driving. A couple of interceptions, including the big one, the pick six, right before the end of the first half by Nictavius Floyd. That really turned this ball game. It kind of took away some of the things Tuskegee could do and put Mile in a position where they could just use their run game. The pass game wasn't really connecting today, but run with Ruiz, run with Edwards, and run to another SIAC championship game appearance. That's going to be the 5th one in 9 years for the Golden Bears.
And that program is really starting to take on that Reginald Ruffin stamp as they push into the championship ball game on November 16th. You talk about that play by Floyd with the pick six. That certainly turned the tide of this ball game, and that was Floyd's second return over interception for a touchdown on the season.
And that's the thing about Nick Floyd. We've seen him be a menace in the backfield, rushing the quarterback, making tackles for loss, but we've also seen him play well back in coverage. Think about this again. Nick Floyd is not a starter. He comes off the bench for this team. He plays the same position basically that Mitchell Smiley plays, and with that, he's got to pick his times and his spots, and he certainly picked his spot to make the play of the game that's going to send the Golden Bears back to the championship.
Postseason activity here at Cleve Abbott Stadium. Our Jalen Snipes standing by now.
I'm here with Nick Floyd, the win over Tuskegee. Nick, tell me about your pick six in the first half. How did you feel?
Oh, it felt good. I just seen him flare out, and I just caught the ball and ran fast as I could.
You guys are going to the SIAC Championship. Tell me how it feels. How do you feel about going to the SIAC Championship?
I mean, we were there last year. We just got to come through this time and repeat.
Thanks, Nick. Great game.
Thank you.
And thank you, Jalen. And again, congratulations to the Golden Bears of Miles College. They win it 20-6, advancing to the SIAC Championship. Chance to go back-to-back as SIAC champions. So the mood's going to be very happy in Fairville this weekend.
Well, it's going to be happy, but it's going to be businesslike. Make no mistake, Coach Ruffin knows what he's doing. He knows where this team's place is in the history of not only Miles College. This is the best era of Miles College football, bar none. But now he has put his team in the discussion of being one of the best programs this conference has going right now. And hopefully the teams in the region will see that. Tuskegee had won 4 in a row coming into this ball game to get over 500. And outside of that first drive, they weren't close. Miles dominated this ball game like they've dominated all season long. Only miscue was really at Central State, and that was a weather condition game that caught and without missing that block kick, which we actually got in there 2 blocks, Miles would be coming in at 9-1 thinking, hey, maybe we could host a playoff game. Now they're going to need a little help. Miles has to get to number 9 in the region standings, in the Super Region 2 standings, to be able to get that earned access bid into the playoffs. But first, they've got to win a championship game next week. The team that would help them more than any of them would be Albany State. So maybe you get an Albany State team that you haven't seen this year, but you've seen year after year after year, except for this time you got to go to their place. They've been dealing with some injuries. Miles is really in a position to be dominant, but more important than anything, this team has stuck through everything, knowing they had the target on its back, and have come through with an opportunity to play for another SIAC championship.
They win it this afternoon 20-6 over the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. So the Golden Bears finished the regular season at 8-2 and 5-1 in SIAC play. Tuskegee falls to an even 5-5 on the campaign and 4-2 in SIAC play. That will do it for our coverage here from Tuskegee, Alabama. Final once again, Golden Bears win it 20-6 over the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Our final broadcast of the year, and we want to say thanks so much for you all joining us during the course of the year. We'll be supporting the Golden Bears into the championship ball game next weekend. Special thanks to President of Miles College, Ms. Bobby Knight, Athletics Director and Head Coach Reginald Ruffin, Ms. Barbara Palmer, the Senior Women's Administrator and Assistant AD for Fiscal Affairs, Patrick Pison, Assistant AD for Facilities and Operations, and to A.A. Moore, the man of many talents, our game analyst, and the AD for External Affairs for Miles College Athletics. Also want to thank Jasher Cox and wish him all the best as he departs Tuskegee and heads to Lincoln Memorial University. And certainly thanks to our partners at WOTM Sports, and to Randy Higgins, our producer and director all season long, and this afternoon, Rocky, one of our favorites, handling our cameras here from Tuskegee. So on behalf of my broadcast partner, A.A. Moore, this is Charles Ward saying thanks so much for joining us all season long, and we'll see you back here next year for Miles College football, hopefully as back-to-back SIAC champions.